This is the Outlaw Sports Show.
My little special Outlaw Sports Talk.
With your host, Spurge.
I'm your guy, Spurge. You don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about. As you heard, unleashed,
unfiltered, raw. In the game.
What's up, everybody? It is your guy Spurge, and welcome to Outlaw Sports Talk with your host Spurge. I started a little late because I actually had a little incident where we had some stuff mess up here at the house, but that's all right. You know, life happens. You know, things like that. You guys know what this is about. This is my show, my opinions. As you heard in the theme song, I talk about anything and everything that I want to talk about. Boys and girls, you never know what will come out of my mouth. But the big thing, let me do something real quick. Hold on. Let me do this. There we go. You know, the chord. There's my girl, Sandy. How are you doing tonight? But, you know, there is something I want to talk about with us being in the St. Louis, well, me being in the St. Louis area. I don't really know a lot about the St. Louis Blues. But you know what? I'm going to talk about some stuff with the Blues. The problem that I have with the St. Louis Blues is that they always seem to have some kind of issue. Always seem to have some kind of issue where they're doing some stuff. You know, they were just talking about they're changing their lines and all of that. But here is the problem with that, right? You know, they added their new rookie. I mean, yes, the Blues do kick ass sometimes, Sandy. They do kick ass sometimes, but they added their new rookie, Jimmy Snuggengard, the rookie. He has provided a boost to the offense, which was noted over the win with the Dallas Stars, right? And then we have a scratch of the slogan mailbox, whatever his name is. You know, Oscar Sundqvist, the forward, he's out with week to week with lower body injuries. And Dylan Holloway, he is back on the ice after recovering from a butt injury that he sustained last season. A butt injury. Like, hockey's a rough sport. It's not as dangerous as golf. It's not as dangerous as golf because you don't get eaten by alligators. You know what I'm saying? In hockey. Now, I mean, I guess if the ice melted, you could get eaten by alligators because there would be, you know, alligators in the water. Then you could, you know, but you ain't going to get eaten by alligators like you do in golf. I'm just saying. Golf is still the most dangerous sport in the world today. Now, I mean, the Blues are playing the Kings coming up on the 21st at Enterprise. And then they're playing the Utah Mammoths. Listen, Utah. I think you should have kept the name the Utah Hockey Team. It sounded so much better than the Mammoths. so much better than the Mammoths. You know, and then they played the great team Detroit Red Wings at the Little Caesars Arena in Detroit. Now, if you're a Blues fan, you know the dismay that they have here in St. Louis and all of that good stuff, like how they have great seasons and all of that stuff, and then they just blow it like they always do. I mean, you know, they played 5 games. They're 3-2, the Blues this year, but it's still an early season. You know, the Avalanche are sitting there at the top of the Western Division or the Central at 5-0. You know, oh, the Kings are sitting at the Golden Knights are sitting at 4-0. You know, with two ties. So I mean, here's the thing. Here's my thing with the Blues is somehow, some way. I mean, when you have 30 teams make it to the NHL finals, you know what I'm saying? When you have 32 teams, sorry. Yeah, I told you, I'm having a little bit of difficulties here with everything. But when you have 30 teams make it, you know, it's just that simple. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to predict a game. I'm going to predict this coming game on the 21st with the Blues and the Kings playing, right? Now, the Kings are at plus 110. Blues are at negative 131. It's on ESPN Plus if you want to watch it. But here is what I'm going to do. The over-under is 5.5. I'm going to predict the score right now. I'm going to predict the score for this game. It is going to be. Are you guys ready for this? It's going to be Kings 4, Blues 3. That's the score of the game. Mark my words. What's up, Kalila? The Kings are going to win 4-3 on the 21st. So that's tomorrow. Tomorrow, they're going to win 4-3. Kings. Bleed the Blues. 4-3. You don't believe me? I'm going to write it down right now in my book. Kings 4, Blues 3. Want to see it? It's in my book. It's in my little black book. See it right there. 4-3. Oh, wait. October 21st. There you go. Arlington's going to get bad at me because I don't really talk hockey, but I'm going to do it now right there. You see it in my book. October 21st. 4-3. Kings over the St. Louis Blues at the Enterprise Center. Oops. Now, let's really get to it. Major League Baseball are praying. Really, let me go to my little graphic, shall I, boys and girls? Man, baseball is praying to the gods right now. Praying. And they're happy that the LA Dodgers made it to the World Series. Swept the Brewers. If you heard, I said the Brewers might have been the best team in the end of the season and all of that good stuff. Oh, here goes Arlington chiming in. What's he have to say? Game 7 is here. Yeah, and I hear you talking hockey. I know, right, Arlington? Arlington, look, I'm picking it right now. Kings, 4-3. 4-3 against the St. Louis Blues for tomorrow night. Tomorrow night. But anyways, I'm going to go back to talking baseball. But, ladies and gentlemen, I said that it was Travascar or Hernandez who was going to be the MVP of the National League championship. I'm going to backtrack on that because I have to. I mean, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, there is a new king of two-way players in Major League Baseball. 2 players one player that is the best two-way player in baseball right now. And that is Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani by far is the best two-way player in baseball today. You are absolutely right, Arlington. Shohei Ohtani is, in my opinion, the National League MVP of this series. Yes, I mean, hands down. Listen, you don't go out, you don't blast. You know, there are certain players that have certain games. And I'm going to get Arlington's take on this on Thursday when we do the X-Fan show, because there ain't really a lot of whole XFL talk going on right now. There is some continental football talk going on, but not really a lot of UFL talk going on. And I am playing homage back to the old XFL days about Shohei Ohtani. I mean, listen, when you go and you hit 3 home runs and then you go out and you strike out 10 batters in a single game, I don't know the last time we saw that. I honestly do not know the last time we saw that from a player in Major League Baseball. I mean, listen, ladies and gentlemen, 10 strikeouts, 3 base on balls. Big shout out to the Horns Forward podcast. 3 base on balls, 2 hits, 0 earned runs on 6 innings pitched. And then the man comes out and just blasts 3 home runs. Now, I'm going to give you, these are my, I mean, and Ohtani, if I'm not mistaken, I think Ohtani might be the only player in MLB history to be a 50-50 guy. There's not a lot of 50-50s. Shohei is one of them. Now listen, here are my top 5 ways Ohtani could make World Series history. Boo the man, love the man, whatever, but I will be tuning in for the World Series. You're right, Arlington. Okay, you're right. Thank you. I got my fact checker, Arlington, telling me he is the only 50-50 guy in MLB history. Only guy. Listen, he needs to have some of the best offensive performances by a pitcher. Now, mind you, let me give you some of this, right? Now, this seems like a low bar. It's a low bar for Ohtani to do, right? But in the most recent history, okay, Oral Hershiser did it. The most hits by a pitcher. He hit it 5 times. 5 times is what he did. 5 times. What is Wyatt? Hershiser. Right. Oral Hershiser. He hit it 5 times. Okay? Most home runs by a pitcher is 1. Or no, Hershiser did it 3. Had 3 hits. 3 hits in the World Series. 3. Most home runs. Whoever is saying Michaelis is better than Ohtani, I know who it is. It's Gene. Gene, you're a nut job. You're a nut job. That's just not true. It's just not true. Just not true. Just not true. It's just not. But here, big fail. Anyways, most home runs hit by a pitcher is Joe Blanton. 1 was the last time it's been done in 2008. Most RBIs by a pitcher is 4 in a World Series game. 4. And it was done all the way back in 1970. And total bases by a pitcher is 7, done back in 1919. Now, if Shohei does any of this, he will make it. That's his first thing he needs to do. 2, by his combined pitching and hitting performance. Okay? Now, mind you, here's what it is. You have Hines, Jesse Hines, all the way back from 1926. His WPA is a 59.1. Right now, as we sit, Ohtani's is a .350. Hershiser's is a 244. Using this metric, what we just seen with Ohtani's done. Ohtani can break that. So that's number 2 of what he's got to do. Look, even if he comes out and does the relief thing, okay? So I'll take that one off. Now, mind you, he's hit 3 home runs in one game. 3 in one game. Now, can you imagine if Shohei came out and had a 4 home run game? 4, ladies and gentlemen. 4 home run game. He could do it. Okay? And then the cream of the creme when it comes to pitching. And I think in this day and age, it's kind of hard to do it. But if Ohtani threw a no-hitter in one of the games that he pitches in the World Series, that would solidify him. Solidify him as having the greatest pitcher's performance there is. Now, mind you, he is the DH. Doesn't play the outfield, anything that he is designated as a pitcher. All he's got to do, I'll say he's got to do 3 of the 5. 3 of the 5. In Jorge, Ohtani could be the greatest two-way player to ever play in the World Series. Hands down. Hands down could he do that. Now, like I say, the baseball gods have been praying that the Dodgers have make it. Game 7 is tonight. Pivotal Game 7 between the Blue Jays and the Mariners. If you've not been watching this series, it has been a great series. Tied up. We're coming down to this, to the last game of the season for the American League Championship. Now listen, I would love to see. Now look, I've already blown it out. I already said that the Brewers were going to make it, and they didn't make it. Okay, I was hoping, but I think the pressure got too much to the Brewers. You know, not enough veteran players to get them there, and now that's why the Dodgers beat them in 4 games, which makes sense, right? Makes sense. I don't think Major League Baseball wants the Mariners there, because now you're talking a completely West Coast World Series. You're going from Seattle to LA. Seattle to LA. You know, they want those games in prime time. So you're talking 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock East Coast. So if you think about that, if you do it that way, okay, I mean, Sandy, listen, I'm not saying the Mariners can't win this game, because they can. They can. But the Blue Jays have just been battling game after game after game. You know, with their 6-2 win on Sunday, you know, it's going to be a great game. But you want Toronto, that Major League Baseball is hoping for Toronto to make it so they can get the prime time for the East Coast. Because if it's the Mariners and the Dodgers, you're going to be looking at playing those games at 5 o'clock on the West Coast. They're not going to want that. I mean, maybe they could push it to 6 West Coast time. Now you're talking 9 o'clock Eastern time, 8 o'clock Central. I mean, it's already that bad enough. We know how long these games go in the World Series. I just don't think that that's what they want. I don't think that's what they want to do. But I mean, who knows, right? Who knows? I mean, how they're going to do this. I mean, I think it'd be like the first time in a very long time that we have two West Coast teams making the playoffs, if I'm not mistaken. Wouldn't it be? I think so. It's been a minute. Trying to get this little. I told you guys I had issues, man. Everything was messing up today for me. I had a short circuit in the house somewhere. Don't know where, but it happened. But I'm going to look it up now. The last time, let's do it this way. The last time 2 West Coast teams played in the World Series. So let's see what it says, shall we? So the last time, this is saying that the Kansas City Royals and the San Francisco Giants. To me, that's not West Coast teams. That's not West Coast teams. I mean, Kansas City is in the central time zone. So you could push it. Having the 7 o'clock games, it'd be 8 o'clock on the East Coast, which is that prime time for the East Coast. So yeah, a true West Coast series. I don't even know. Let's see. The last time 2 true West Coast teams played. The last time 2 West Coast teams truly played in the World Series on the actual West Coast. So let's see what it says. Okay, so it would have been the Los Angeles Angels and San Francisco Giants, and that was in 2002. Okay, so 2002. Thank you. So 2002, that's when it was. And okay, what were the TV ratings for the 2002 World Series? So let's see what they were. At that time, baseball was a much bigger thing. Okay, so they had 15.9 million, 15.8 million. Okay, that's a good thing. Here's what I'm saying, though. I think if they have that Toronto Blue Jays more towards the East Coast, I think it would be a great thing. A great thing. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion, and that's all I got to say about that. Now, that's where I'm at with that. Now, let's go some football news. Ladies and gentlemen, if you watch the X-Fan show in Arlington, we have this little thing going on right now. If I'm not mistaken, Arlington got his boot. Right now we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Detroit Lions playing. There is something I do want to talk about, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's going to be weird to root for Canada, though. I mean, hey, I don't know, man. Do you really want to – listen, I would like to see Vlad Jr. get the World Series. I really would. But, man, watching Shohei is just like a whole nother thing, right? So the Bucks are down right now to the Lions. So now here's where we stand at right now. So as you guys did it, both me and Arlington, we both lost with Pittsburgh. Okay, we both got the Rams. Oh my God, I can't believe I picked the Vikings. I did that because I didn't want to. And then Arlington lost there with the Tennessee. Arlington went with the Jets. I went with the Panthers. Arlington, we both went with Miami, so we both lost there. We both went with the Bears. We both went with the Chiefs. Arlington went with the Chargers, so he lost there. I mean, a great game. A great game. If you didn't watch it, you probably missed the funnest game of the weekend with the Broncos and the Giants, where the Giants literally crapped the bed in the fourth quarter and gave up 30 points to the Broncos. We both went Packers. I went Commanders. So right now, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 wins. 8 wins is what I have so far. 2 Arlingtons. Oh, wait. Then we both went. Arlington went Atlanta. Okay, so I got 9 because I went with the Niners. So Arlington has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wins right now. Listen, if you guys didn't watch that Broncos and Giants game, you missed a hell of a good game. Woo! What a game. What a game that was. I mean, listen, this is what, NFL fans want to complain about UFL and the scores are so low and all of that crap and all that BS, right? But here, let me give you guys, let's look at this, okay? So you had let's see. I mean, a low scoring game, you had the 49ers and Atlanta at 20-10. Okay. Packers and Cardinals, 27-23. I mean, listen, is the UFL play up to par in the NFL? No, it's not. But I mean, look right here, Bears, 26-14. Okay. Panthers, 13-6 with the Jets. Look, the gameplay is not much different. Not much different. If the UFL would have been around before the NFL, we would probably say the UFL gameplay is better, right? We probably would. Just that simple, But, I mean, man, dude, just what the NFL, it's some of these scores and the way it's been going. I mean, listen, you sit here and you look at it. You have the Pats at 5-2, the Bills at 4-2 in the East. You have the Steelers who are at 4-2, the Colts, who, I mean, have the Colts really played anybody yet? They're 6-1. The Jags have now dropped another game. They're at 4-3. You have the Broncos sitting at 5-2. You have the Chargers sitting at 4-3, and the Chiefs are starting to turn it up with 4-3. Okay. Now, the Eagles sitting at 5-2. The Cowboys now are starting to get their groove back. CeeDee Lamb is back. They're sitting at 3-3. Commanders just lost Jaden Daniels, which sucks because I love Jaden Daniels, and all of that good stuff. So now they're at 3-4. You have the Packers sitting at 4-2. They're tied on top with the Lions and the Bears. Surprisingly, the Lions and the Bears are sitting at 4-2. Caleb Williams just did an interview talking about how he is going to have this team running through walls, this Bears team. I mean, the Vikings, I don't know. JJ's hurt. Carson playing against his old team just didn't play very well. And you have the Bucs sitting at 5-1 with the Panthers, who are, listen, I know I talked a lot of trash on Bryce Young, but he's got his team at 4-3, and then you got the Niners and the Rams both sitting at 5-2. Oh, I take that back. The Packers are 4-1-1. Okay, 4-1-1. I mean, you look at this and you're like, okay, who truly is the best team in the NFL right now? Who is it? Who is the best team in the NFL right now? That's what you got. I mean, at least with the UFL, you can kind of tell who is the best teams in the NFL. But I will say this. Depending on how this all goes, man, it's going to be very, very hard on how to pick it. I mean, look, here's what you can say. Eagles are the number one team. Okay, the Colts. Okay, Dan saying the Colts are the number one team in the NFL. Okay, because they're sitting at 6-1. That's fine. You could say that they're 6-1, that they're the number one team. But let me remind you, people. So I'm going to take this back to the UFL. Steve Sandy, no, because that's not true. Not true at all. You can say what you want. It's not true at all. It's not true at all. The Battlehawks had a great record. They crapped the bed at the end there. I mean, everybody had them as the best team. But they really weren't. If you go by stats and all that stuff, right? You go by, yards and all that. And stuff like that. So you have to look at it that way. It's definitely not the Jets. It's definitely not the Jets. So if you look at it by yards combining with offense and defense, it's number one is still the Detroit Lions. Even though their record doesn't say they are, even though they're sitting at 4-2, they still have one of the second most dominating offense. Even though they haven't played tonight, they're playing tonight as we speak. In my opinion, it's got to be the Lions at number one, Eagles at number two, Bills at number three, Bucks at number four, Steelers at number five, and Colts at number six. If you go by offense and defense and total records, that's how I would say it. Those are my top. And then 49ers at 7, Jacksonville at number 8. Even though Jacksonville lost, I'm not saying the Chiefs yet because they're not in the top 10 yet for anything. But if you want to go, look. Patrick Mahomes has not had anybody there. Hasn't had anybody, but yet they're still in that division at 3-3. I would say by the end of the year, it probably will be the Chiefs because they are the defending champs of the AFC. But I'm going by total offense and total defenses, right? You got Broncos at number 9 and the Commanders at number 10. Now, this is definitely going to change. Definitely going to change, right? I'm still saying MVP of the year is Baker Mayfield. I'm still saying that. But I will tell you guys this right now. There is a man who is making a very, very big case as a wide receiver. There's 2 other players in this league that are making cases to be in the MVPs of the league. And that is JSN, Jackson Smith. I don't know how to say his last name, but it's the receiver out of Seattle. Jesus, this kid is good. This kid's good. He is just tearing it up. He can make a case for being an MVP. And the other guy is, we all know him. He wears number 23. And he plays for the San Francisco 49ers. And that is Christian McCaffrey is making a case. But, as of right now, I'm saying that Baker Mayfield is still the guy, still the front runner, depending on how he does as of tonight. But we got to wait and see. Now, again, I told you, I'm a little upset. I have fantasy. This week, I'm playing my son. I am actually beating him. But I'm upset. Actually, no. He is going to beat me. Damn it. Damn it. Thank you. I've lost. Because Kittle played. I messed that up. Oh, God bless America. He's got the Seahawks. He's going to beat me. He's coming back. I got Cooper Kupp. Oh, God. I lost. Jaden Daniels got hurt. That hurt me. Wow. I was leading. Now I'm losing. But Jaden Daniels, pulled a hamstring. He's not supposed to hurt, be that bad. Hopefully he's back next week. I don't know. Thank God I got Dak Prescott. So, I mean, I'm just like, oh, great. So he's hurt. That's my quarterback in my fantasy league, and now I'm losing. My son's kicking my ass, but shit, that's life. That's what happens. You know what I mean? Now, so, I don't know, but apparently it's not so bad. He's not supposed to be out long. He was taken out of the game. They brought in Mariota. I mean, look, I don't know what. And then another news. Shut up, Sandy. Shut up. Way to go, Casey. Idiot. In other news, I don't know how this is possible. Don't know how this is possible. But yet, you're sitting at 1-6. You have one team up there in New York called the Jets. Their coach, Aaron Glenn, I'm feeling bad for him. He's saying, I don't know who I'm going with, if I'm going with Justin Fields or if I'm going with Tyron Taylor. They can say thank you to Aaron Rodgers for screwing them over. But yet Mike McDaniels is a quarterback that threw 3 interceptions. And he says, I'm sticking with Tua. I'm sticking with Tua. Now listen. You don't have Tyreek Hill. That's fine. You got a quarterback that's prone to concussions, right? Okay. You got a 97-year-old man named Joe Flacco who got traded to the Browns, or got traded. And he's actually doing something good, right? He's actually doing something good. But yet you're going to stick with Tua. You're going to stick with Tua. Why? Why don't you do this if you're Miami? And I can't even believe I'm going to open my mouth and say this. Can't even believe it. Why don't you go to this little team that's in Ohio, right? They kind of wear like an orangish looking type of thing and all of that stuff. You know what I mean? Why don't you go get Shedeur Sanders? As much as I hate to say that, he was a 5th-round pick this year. Okay? So you can give up. I mean, listen, the way that Mike McDaniels, you might be out of a job next year, bro. You might be out of a job next year, bro. Just saying. But why don't you go get him? Yeah, Sandy, because they are dumb. You're right, Sandy. They are dumb. They give away a 6th or 7th-round pick for Shedeur Sanders. And they actually might be able to do something. Because I actually think Shedeur might work well in McDaniels' system. He might. He might work well with it. So why not do it? Why not? I think it'd be great if they did it. But who knows? Who knows? What are they going to do? Stick with Tua? Come on. Come on. What else do you got to lose? Besides the rest of your games, maybe you're tanking. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe you are tanking. I don't know. You know what I mean? But go get them. Go get them. I can't believe I'm saying that, but Arlington is just sitting here loving his life right now. Loving it that I'm saying this. Loving it right now. Loving that I'm saying for somebody to trade for Shedeur Sanders. Because you never know. You might get a really good coach out of it. I'm not saying Deion's a great coach, but you might actually get a good team out of it and a good player. You know what I'm saying? You might. You never know. You might. So why not do it? Why not? Why not do it? You know what I'm saying? Why not? It couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. You know? It just couldn't hurt if you did that. You know what I'm saying? Just couldn't hurt if you did that. If you did it. So why not? Why not do it? That's all I'm saying, boys and girls. Why not do it? That's all I'm saying. But, you know, who knows? They probably won't do it anyways. But so it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. So who, you know, doesn't matter. You know? So yeah, who knows? They probably won't do it anyways. But I would. I would. I'm just telling you. I would. That's just me. You know? So yeah. No, you have that. And then on another note, Chiefs and the Saints have some big career-ending injuries or season injuries. Eric McCoy turned his bicep. Kendrick Miller tore his ACL. I hate to hear that about any player. Now, this is where the Chiefs have been having some problems. You got Trey Smith with a back injury, and then you have Norman Lott with a knee injury, still waiting on the MRI results to hurt. I mean, this is the big thing that's been hurting the Chiefs is injuries. This is why I can't put the Chiefs as a top 10 team right now. They just got Rashid Rice back, so that should be interesting to see how that works. We don't know. So it's going to be interesting. Now, there is something that I just had a friend send to me, and a lot of you guys know that there is some stuff that the link won't open. But here, there is a reason why I have sort of adopted a team. Okay? There's certain reason why I have. Now, if you know anything about me and stuff like that, you know that a certain cause has really started to become near and dear to me. And this is something that I really love enjoying seeing. But the Philadelphia Eagles did their...
What an unbelievable day.
So here you go.
And what a championship year for our city and our team. We're gathered here as one Eagles autism family and as Super Bowl champions. And once again, the Eagles Autism Challenge has broken every record. From the bottom of my heart, all I can say is thank you. This year, we welcomed 7,266 participants to the Eagles Autism Challenge. That includes our players, coaches, staff out there side by side with our community, our fans, and our partners. So let's celebrate this moment. Let's keep building this movement. And let's keep showing the world what's possible when we come together with passion and purpose. Let's keep growing and let's keep flying together. Go Birds!
So whether you want to love it or hate it, that was a great thing that the Philadelphia Eagles have done over just this year alone with that, right? And we tried to do, what, screw it. This is Outlaw Sports Talk, okay? You know what? I'm going to do this because I don't care, okay? I'm going to do this, ladies and gentlemen, okay? You know what? Yeah, screw it. I'm going to do it. I don't care. I don't care that I'm going to do it, right? But last year, we tried to work with the St. Louis Battlehawks to do an Autism Speaks event. Okay? We tried to. And for some reason, well, actually, I'll take that back. Fuel did under the banner of the A team. Fuel did. The A team under the banner of Fuel tried to do an Autism Speaks event. We were actually working with Autism Speaks to do the events and stuff like that. Okay? And there was a certain individual, Mike Rapoli, that stopped us and that hampered us along the way. Wanted to cut out the Fuel person that was helping coordinate this with Autism Speaks, because at the time, that person was the media, the media relations person for Autism Speaks here in St. Louis under Alexa Warshaw, who did a phenomenal job. But yet, they stopped us, stonewalled us, and all of that. It wasn't until, Mike, we got Russ Brandon in charge and Russ Brandon involved that we got our tickets. Mind you, we got the tickets 2 days before the game. 2 days before the game, because a certain individual didn't want to work with a group that was trying to raise money and bring kids to the ballpark to watch a Battlehawks game. How is that fan friendly? It's not. Again, this is Outlaw Sports Talk. You heard my theme song. I'll say whatever it is, unfiltered, all of that. I'm tired of the BS. I'm seeing all of these different leagues starting to pop up that are really, truly, as you see it and you start to dig deep into them, they are fan-friendly and they are fan-driven. They are about the fans. This was a group that was trying to get something together. For children with autism to come and enjoy a game. To come and enjoy the game. And you get us the tickets 2 days before. We had 150 people that wanted to come. But yet, you didn't get us the tickets until 2 days before because you didn't want to work with certain people. This has never been about clout, nothing like that. This is about getting fans to the stadiums, getting fans to support this. Now, on that note, again, trying to do this kind of stuff. And then you get ghosted again. This is what it's about. You want to build this more? Let's get involved with these groups. Talk to the fans that are willing to do this stuff for you. That's another point. That's all I'm going to say about that. Now, how great would this be if the UFL decided to do this and work with autism? Because one, it's a great tax write-off for them. Great tax write-off for them. To be donating money to Autism Speaks. I mean, I got to give Sandy a lot of credit. I got to give Amanda a lot of credit. Daddy Ed a lot of credit. Arlington credit. All of the super fans that came up to help us. Wild Sun for letting us use their establishment to help raise money for Autism Speaks. $6,500 that we raised in the name of the Battlehawks. The Battlehawk fans. Trey Watson and his lovely family that gave their time to come up to do this. Like, imagine if we could have done this in 8 cities and did it all simultaneously together. Imagine, Sandy, you know what? You're right. That is a challenge. And I'm going to bring that up. Oh, damn it, my thing fell. I'm going to bring that up on Thursday. I'm going to challenge the fans of all the cities to do this. Because I think it'd be a great idea, Sandy. You're absolutely right. It would be a great idea to challenge the fans to do this. You know, I think it would, Sandy. So thank you. You know what? Now that I said that, now I'm just pissed off. I'm just pissed off. Thank you, Gene. I appreciate it. Now I'm just pissed off. Don't even want to do the rest of the show. Because, I mean, there's a few other things that I want to talk about. But I can cover them on a different day. I mean, big upsets in college football. But, yeah. Now I'm just, like, kind of ticked. I mean, Sandy, we had the fuel shirts and the autism colors. We raised about $1,500 selling those. And then I got a cease and desist letter for it. Makes sense, right? I don't know. But Mike Rapolo, you want to get people involved? There's a lot of families out there whose children have autism. They would love to be able to bring their kids to the games. They would love to bring their kids to the games. Let's do it. Let's do it. I had a challenge. Help with the American Cancer Society. But the Battlehawks said, if Spurge is involved, we can't do it. Can't do it. We ain't going to work with you. And then we want to charge you $10,000. We can do it for breast cancer. Yeah, Sandy, maybe, Sandy. But anyways, beside the point. Now I'm mad. Now I'm irritated. Now I got some work to do. Hey, thank you guys for joining me. Tune in Wednesday night. Actually, tune in tomorrow when Arlington does his show. And tune in Wednesday night because I'll be back on Outlaw Sports Talk. Then following me would be the A-Team. You can catch us everywhere. As you see, Gateway City has been posting this stuff. You can catch us over there on the Gateway City page. You can catch us on X Fan Show page. You can catch the girls on their page at Pro Football Alliance with the A-Team. And then Thursday nights, the big show, X Fan Show. Me and my man Arlington with his show Thursday morning. Yeah, I'm just done. Now I'm irritated. I'll see you guys.
Yeah, told me play it safe. Keep it clean for the cameras. But I never learned to cage what burns inside. Spurge in the building, let's ride. You want the sanitized version? To the court booked, we're approved. Right now we're breaking every rule tonight. Raw truth, no filter. This is how we unleash. Can't contain what I release. Unleash. Breaking chains of me in four walls, paint me picture perfect for their halls. But rebellion runs through my veins like fire. Every role they made just fuels desire. To speak the words they don't want heard. Push boundaries with every single word. This stage is mine, my voice, my choice. Nobody silences this rapper. I'm unleashed, unleashed. Can't contain what I release. I'm unleashed, unleashed. Breaking chains and find my pace. You think you know me? Think you control the narrative? Watch me tear it down, bound and back my way. Every scar tells a story. Every battle makes me stronger. I will bow, I will break.